microphone. But as you keep exploring and restoring routes to more villages, more and more items will be added to my stock. Speaking of which, could you journey down to the southwestern coast and open up the old spice routes? I've had links with 2 towns there in the past, Bloodford to the west and Wayfarer's Rest to the southwest. Choose your team, gear them up, and you're ready to go. Good luck, Guildmaster. Ah, there you are. I've just received a missive from the Demon's Gate Council. Apparently, in an attempt to convince heroes to go out into the world and remove major threats for them, they've set aside a portion of the city's coffers to be spent on quest rewards. I'd have thought they should really get the city guard to do it. Isn't that what our taxes pay for? Perhaps, however, rather than simple monetary reward, they have opened one of the vaults under the city and have set aside a number of power artifacts to be awarded. Artifacts, you say? Well, the guards certainly won't know how to use them. The especially good news is they are also rewarding these retrospectively, so any of your past glories will have unlocked new equipment. Just head over to the trainer to see what is available. Okay, so let's have a look. So we have a brute and a scoundrel. Got the world map. Got the merchant. What do we have in the way of gold? Okay, we've collected 101 gold from whatever we did before. During your turn. So gain some shield. Gain shield. The next 2 times you're attacked, the attacker gains disadvantage. Black candle. Curse to a single attack. A heater shield. Piercing bow. Poison dagger. Throwing hammer. During your ranged attack, add stun. That seems quite helpful. During your melee attack, add stun. Some extra healing. Okay. What gear do we have so far? So we have Boots of Striding and a minor healing potion. Oh, okay, so we have extra characters here that I've not seen before. So Brute, Mind Thief, Scoundrel, Red Guard, Void Warden, Spell Weaver, Tinkerer, Hatchet, Cragheart, Demolitionist. Okay. Ah, so I can add characters down there. Okay. That all seems useful. So in the trainer. Welcome to the trainer. On this screen, you will see all the in-game achievements that you can attempt and the rewards you get for completing them. The most important ones will initially be the exploration missions that gradually unlock parts of the map. But be sure to return here to cash in any achievements you complete. Okay, so let's have a look. So we need to find 9 locations. Got a lot of achievements for leveling up our various mercenaries. So clearly there's an incentive here to not just focus on the same set of mercenaries. We haven't unlocked enhancements yet. Relics. Seems a bad one. Okay, muddled. Kill 30 summoned living bones. And then, wow, 100 bandit archers. Okay, we could be going at this for a while. Temple of the Great Oak. I guess this is where we can get a blessing. What a blessing is going to do is just change our modifier decks so that we have more chance of hitting the good modifiers rather than the bad modifiers. Okay, so let's have a look at... Ah, so we have a few items that we haven't yet equipped yet. Or they're equipped on other characters. Okay, so we have the Brute and the Scoundrel selected. Is it telling us we can complete something here, or we just haven't scrolled all the way to the bottom? Not sure I know what the exclamation mark is. Ah, it's just telling me I scrolled too fast. Fine, okay, I'm not worried about that. Okay, so let's work out where we think we want to go next. Set a trap. This area of merchant camps is now silent due to nightly bandit raids. Set a trap and drive the bandits away. Okay, so we've got 1 elite. More elites here. Bladford is plagued by walking corpses. Clear a nearby crypt with the blight. So I think we're going to do this one. I don't see why we wouldn't try ambush a mob of bandits. So are we going to go with just 2 characters, or are we going to be brave and put in a third one? I like playing with the Tinkerer, so I'm going to go put the Tinkerer in for us as well. And we're going to go check out if we should be purchasing anything for our characters. So does this mean that it is already equipped on the Scoundrel? Yes, so the Scoundrel already has the leather armor. Okay. Cloak of Invisibility is already on the... Is that the Mind Thief? I think that's the Mind Thief's logo. Nope, that would be the Spellweaver. So the Mind Thief has already got the Poison Dagger. So we might as well equip... Ah, so I've got to bind it. Okay, I'm not going to bind it then. So is there anything else here that we think is useful? So Piercing Bow is helpful on the Tinkerer if we're going to run into some of those shielded enemies. You saw the problems that they've posed us in earlier missions. I think we're just going to jump in and get started. So let's try the first one, because why not? So our rewards are a minor mana potion, some experience, and we unlock Wayfarer's Rest. Let's go for it. So I think we're going to get these encounters as we travel. If it's anything like the board game, we're going to constantly get these kinds of choices. Walking through a wooded glade, you notice something buried in the undergrowth. Upon closer inspection, you see that it is the body of an inox face down on the ground. Clearly long dead, mushrooms have begun sprouting in clusters over the decomposing body, and it is giving off a foul stench. Looking for anything of value on the corpse, you see that the majority of the inox's gear is far too rotten to be of any use. His boots, however, look potentially salvageable. Don't see why we wouldn't take the boots. It doesn't seem like the kind of environment where desecration is considered a problem, so let's try. As you remove the boots, they begin to fall apart, and large chunks of putrid flesh from the inox's feet come off with them. A cloud of spores erupts from the mushrooms, disturbed by your removal of the boot, and engulfs the party. You are overwhelmed with a feeling of nausea and jump back from the corpse, but it's too late. You are poisoned. You toss the sodden boots aside and continue through the glade, feeling awful. Whoops. So poison means we're going to take 1 extra damage from each attack when we get into the dungeon. Sounds like a good place to start. You find a large clearing in a small copse and set it up to look like any normal merchant's camp. As night falls, you hear low voices converge on your location. As they charge into the clearing, you jump up, ready to teach the bandits a lesson they won't forget. However, you just didn't expect there to be quite so many of them. Okay, before entering a dungeon, each mercenary must choose one of 2 battle goals. A battle goal is a secret objective the mercenary tries to complete inside the dungeon. Failing it has no drawback, but successfully completing it and the scenario will earn characters the rewards shown. Okay, let's have a look. So we get extra bonus, XP, if our health is full. Become exhausted before any other character. So it's 10 of 10. So that's just telling us we're going to get more cards as we level up. So what I wanted to do here is check how many cards each character has. Basically, the less cards you have, the faster you're going to become exhausted. So I think we'll try Fast Healer. We have the Tinkerer, we can do plenty of healing. Never burn a card to negate suffering damage. Kill a monster not adjacent to you while you are adjacent to another monster. We haven't been burning too many cards for damage, except when we've been silly, so I'm going to try this one. Loot no piles of gold, take only long rests. So we get extra bonus XP for this if we don't loot any gold. So the Tinkerer does have some loot cards. But I think I could take those out if I wanted to. So hook gun, I like anyway, so I'm going to keep that in. So is there anything we want to put in card-wise? I like Potent Potables on the Tinkerer. It's just bonus healing. I find I don't use Enhancement Field too much, so I'm going to put Potent Potables in. Okay, and then we're going to pick the one that says don't loot any gold. And we're going to try and avoid our Tinkerer looting. Let's get started.